In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 22, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Jose Sharks versus Calgary Flames. The San Jose Sharks, 10 points out of the final playoff spot in the Western Conference, get set to battle the Calgary Flames on Tuesday night. Calgary sits in second place in the Western Conference with 84 points, 9 points behind the front-running Colorado Avalanche. The two teams have met twice this season, with the Sharks getting the better of the Flames twice, 4-1 and 5-3. They haven't met since December 7th. In this game here, the Flames are playing at home and are facing a Sharks team that had to rely on a late rally to get the win in their last game. The Sharks, though, are coming in with an offense that can play red hot at times, and that can help make the difference in the game to a point here. But there's no denying that playing against the Flames' amazing defense will be a struggle for the Sharks. On the season, the Calgary Flames have a per-game scoring differential of 1.06. Even when playing at home, the team is winning games by an average margin of 0.62 goals. Heading into their game with the San Jose Sharks, the Flames have a 3-2 record over their past 5 contests. In these games, they have scored 14 goals, accounting for 61% of the overall scoring. Over this stretch, the team has managed to play above .500 hockey, despite scoring more than their average of 2.4 goals per game 3 times. The San Jose Sharks are quickly watching their season fall apart, and it's likely not going to get back on track here. The Calgary Flames have been absolute money on their home ice as of late, and they've been even better in the favorite role. Two teams heading in completely different directions. Look for the Flames to have a big scoring night versus a San Jose defense allowing just under 3 goals per game. The Calgary Flames to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Coming into this game, the Sharks have an over-under record of 24-37-1. When playing on the road, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 10-19. On the season, 40% of San Jose's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 45% of the scoring coming from the Sharks in Calgary's 62 games. The over has hit in over half of their games, going 31-29-2. So far, the team has been less likely to go over the betting line when playing at home, going just 14-15-1. On the season, 60% of Calgary's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 59% of the scoring coming from the Flames. Calgary has done an excellent job protecting the front of the net and giving Markstrom, in particular, clear views of shots on net. The Sharks are just 28th in the NHL in shots on goal this season, and Calgary owns the second-best save percentage in the league. This game could very well result in Markstrom's league-leading 10th shutout this season. The Flames' ability to stay out of the penalty box will also serve them well against the Sharks and should result in a low-scoring game. Look for this game to finish below the posted betting line, as Calgary will make it tough on San Jose to find the net. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Kraken versus Arizona Coyotes. Two of the weakest teams in the Western Conference will face each other in the battle of the very bottom. The Seattle Kraken have been in disastrous form. They won 3 miserable games in the last month, but managed to beat the Red Wings in the most recent game. The Arizona Coyotes are in better form right now. They won 6 of the past 9, but are on a 2-game losing run. These Western Conference rivals have met on 2 occasions this season, and Arizona was victorious in both and will be looking to sweep the Kraken with another victory here. This will be the 3rd meeting of the season between these two teams, with Arizona going 2-0 so far, tallying a 5-4 win in early November and following that up with a 5-2 victory on February 9th. Seattle does come in fresh after having had the last 2 nights off, but they are also tied for the fewest road wins in the NHL with just 8. Arizona is also tied for the fewest wins at home in the league with 9. The Seattle Kraken just can't get out of their own way in large parts to a defense that can't get stops, so backing them in any shape or form isn't an option. The Arizona Coyotes aren't good in their own right, but they're playing great hockey at the moment, and they're at home here. which helps. It's actually surprising that this line is what it is. The Coyotes are struggling on the year, but the Kraken, for an expansion team, are playing as well as expected. Look for the game here to be a back and forth battle between a couple of teams that have not really shown up big on the ice this year, and with the home ice advantage, the Coyotes are able to bring home the win. So the Arizona Coyotes money line is our full game side pick. In Seattle's 63 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 38 to 24 to 1. So far, taking the over when the Kraken are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 18 to 13. On the season, 62% of Seattle's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 42% of the scoring coming from the Kraken. Coming into this game, the Coyotes have an over-under record of 29 to 31 to 2. When playing at home, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 14 to 16 to 1. On the season, 52% of Arizona's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 44% of the scoring coming from the Coyotes. We've got two really bad teams going in this matchup, and although each are near the bottom in almost every defensive statistic this season, they also both struggle on offense. Wedgwood is 3-1 in 4 March starts for Arizona, but he's been bailed out by his offense in giving up 3+ goals in each of those. Philip Grubauer will likely be the starter for Seattle coming off 2 days rest, but he's allowed at least 3 pucks to score in 7 of his last 8 starts. I mentioned that the Coyotes scored 5 goals in each of 2 head-to-head victories this season, and both games produced more than 6 goals. This time around, I expect the Kraken to play a better offense and score at least 3 goals after scoring 2 in the most recent head-to-head loss. These teams have some of the worst offenses and defenses in the NHL, which is usually a good recipe for an entertaining and high-scoring affair. Don't be surprised if the final 20 minutes provide a lot of goals. In those 2 head-to-head tilts, the third period produced a total of 9 goals. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Nashville Predators versus Los Angeles Kings. The Predators have been hot as of late and head to Tinseltown to face a Kings team that has not been in top form in the last few games. The Predators have won 2 in a row in 4 of their last 5 games. The team sits tied for second place in the Central Division, and while they will not catch the first place Colorado Avalanche, they can score a solid seed in the playoffs with a strong finish. Nashville has been solid on both sides of the ice this season, and their attack has gotten it done in the last 2 games. The Kings have lost 2 of their last 3 games and have dropped 4 of their last 6 games. They are still in second place in the Pacific Division, but they are only up 1 point on the Edmonton Oilers and 4 points clear of the Vegas Golden Knights. While Los Angeles is led by a defense that ranks a solid 7th in the NHL in goals against per game, they were lit up for 5 goals in their last game. Nashville is 6-2 in their last 8 games overall, and 11-5 in their last 16 games against the Pacific Division, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games as a road underdog. Los Angeles is 5-12 in their last 17 games against the Central Division, and 7-2 in their last 9 games as a favorite, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. I get the case to be made for both teams in this one, as Nashville's on the back-to-back, and the Kings have been one of the bigger surprises in the NHL this season. However, the Kings have been wildly inconsistent in their last few games, and while the Predators are on the back-to-back, I don't expect the stiffest opposition from the Kings. The problem for the Kings is that they simply can't score goals of late. This team has been shut out 3 times in the last 5 games and has 1 goal in their last 3 contests. In March, they have scored more than 3 goals just 1 time in 10 games and have 20 total goals. The Nashville Predators are playing the much better hockey as of late and will carry that momentum into Tuesday night. Look for the Nashville offense to overwhelm a struggling Los Angeles defense, leading to the victory. So the Nashville Predators money line is our full game side pick. In Nashville's 62 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 36 to 26. So far, taking the over when the Predators are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 23 to 9. On the season, 58% of Nashville's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 54% of the scoring coming from the Predators. Coming into this game, the Kings have an over-under record of 26 to 37 to 1. When playing at home, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 15 to 17. On the season, 44% of Los Angeles' games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 48% of the scoring coming from the Kings. This should be a battle of two goaltenders who are averaging better than 3 goals allowed per contest in their last 5 outings. Nashville has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games and 20 of their last 26 on the road. Los Angeles has gone over in 7 of their last 10 games against teams with a winning record. These teams have gone over in 11 of the last 17 meetings in Los Angeles. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.